Thanks guys for being here and welcome to the live stream building another set, new set, but not new for Lego, but another set in the backlog. This is the Lego Batman. What was it called? The Lego Batman Joker purple car. Let me look it up. I forgot. I know somebody will remember. What was it called? The Lego Joker something or other car. But yeah, it's a lowrider. That's what it was. The Lego Joker Notorious Lowrider car. That's it. So built up a couple of the minifigs, or actually no, one minifig. We got Batgirl from the set. And we got Batman keychain on here. I have a Batman minifig somewhere, but anyway, to represent our channel, Brick Therapy, and to represent the theme and set we're building, I put a minifigure on the shoulder of Brick Therapy. So there you go. Tommy, thanks for being here. And I didn't say any names for a second, but I saw the icon that says some people are online with me already. Blue Jay, welcome. Tavia, John Powell, awesome, good to see you guys. Like and subscribe. So I thought I might, make a little more progress on this set from last night, but I didn't. I still have the base where I left off. So I'm just gonna continue building from where I left off, and what seemingly would be, a very quick build. As you know, in good Brick Therapy fashion, when it's just me involved, then not so fast, but also enjoying the build. That is the key. Enjoy the build. That is the therapy part in the Brick Therapy. Enjoy the build, share it with others, talk about Lego, see what favorite sets and different types of themes other people are interested in, what's going on with their collection, what process in the brick world, building, collecting are you in. For example, it doesn't have to be just about Lego. We've been introduced to other brick building products or companies, as John Powell has shared with us some really interesting ones, Lumi Bricks being one of them, and I can't think of the other ones. I think Fantasy was another one. And so I have to look into those, especially the one you mentioned, John Powell. It was like a $27 one, the boxing ring. Was that it? Now I'm doubting my memory on that one. It's fun and relaxing. Exactly, Tommy. Thank you. That's what it should be, especially on a Wednesday. We're midway through the week. So for those of us that are still working an active 9 to 5, it's nice to have a respite in between, and do something like Brick Therapy. Life can be very stressful. Life can be very busy. Life can be very active. Life can also be very mundane. So whatever it is, praise God, you have life. So that's number one. And then when you get these moments where you can enjoy certain hobbies and collections, it could be reading a book, it could be drawing a picture, painting, building, or brick building, Lego. I think that falls into the category. You just got to enjoy these moments that you have. And I am blessed to have a good hour of each day, mostly each evening lately, and sharing this wonderful hobby with you guys. Here we go. John Powell says Amazon delivered 2 Lumi Brick sets today. So exciting. Oh, and that reminds me, I was going to share with you guys the set I had delivered over the weekend. And I think a couple of you guessed on which Lego 2026 car set build it would be. And you guys were right. You just don't know which one you were right about. The Lumi Bricks news stand. Okay, that's the one that was $27. Tavia says, I got a Minecraft Cubles a long time ago. Did I say that right? Minecraft Cubles. So Tavia, is that a totally different system, or is that a Lego set name? I know there's Minecraft, but that name does not look familiar. Tommy Brick says Brickcraft is another set to check out. Tavia says, if you don't know what Cubles is, it's a paper Oh, paperboard crafting set. Okay, but they also do the Minecraft theme. Chris Vick, he says, hello to the Lego Dad. Hello to you, Chris Vick. Good to see you again, man. Let's see. Monica is here. Hey, Monica Lourdes, welcome. John Powell says, I got the newsstand and the Western Bank. I believe the newsstand is the one I looked up, but now that Western Bank sounds really interesting. So the Western Bank makes me think kind of like the Old West, like a cowboy Old West type of bank, maybe in a small town, you know, kind of like a Tombstone or a saloon nearby. Let me look at that. Lumi Bricks Western Bank. So these alternative brick sets really have, let me see, interested me, and I know I've come across them before. Oh, that is a sweet looking set. Wow, is it the Western Bank Heist? And again, Lumi Bricks with minifigures. Okay, I really have to check this out. So this is a, judging from the picture, if I look at it right, is this the one? Ships to Canada. Not in Canada. Is this the one, John Powell? So that looks sweet. Looks like you got 3 minifigures. Whoops, and then this coupon popped up. All right. So anyway, some more products to check out and see what those are all about. Let's see. Have you watched the Lego movie? Hey, let me see. Yoshorio? Is that how you say it? Yoshorio. I have seen the Lego movie. In fact, we were talking about the Lego movie, Yosho, because the Lego Movie 2 had a set called Welcome to Apocalypseburg. And in that movie, there was a set they model, or I don't know which came first, the set or the movie, since it was a Lego movie. But they had one with the Statue of Liberty build. This is not that set, but this Statue of Liberty head is the same design and build as the one from that Lego Movie 2 set. And I really enjoyed this. This was like the last couple live streams, just going into last week into the weekend. And so glad you asked that. Anyways, a fun set that I got because I don't have the other one. And so, yes, the Lego movie has definitely had some really good sets that have come with it. So good question, Yoshirio. Beautiful house in the background, says Chris Vick. Yes, depending on which one you're pointing out, the Harry Potter structures or more are just great builds, Chris Vick. Yes, the old Wild West town, says John Powell. That is a sweet looking set. I was gonna say, I don't know if it gives me the statistics. So that's a $150 set. And I was like, this looks like it's actually from the Lumi Bricks website. And it's pretty substantial. It is definitely like a modular build from Lego. 2 levels, but a full-on interior and not just an exterior kind of dollhouse build, but a full enclosed brick building. And I would imagine that's probably half, maybe, I would say about half the price of what you'd have to pay for if that was a Lego set. So that is cool. Landon's room is back. So yeah, Lumi Bricks, I think, coming up with some really exciting designs actually. And I just realized, I might have put the latest part of the build on the wrong side, of course. All right, so that was fun. That was a fun exercise. The first things I build up and I put them on the wrong side. This car is not 100% symmetrical, and so I gotta switch things around here. But probably not noticeable until I get further into the build and then realize something is not matching up, which would be the purple section I just put on here. All right, now let's fix this. Okay, so anyway, building up the Joker Notorious Lowrider car. This is gonna look really good. I promise it's gonna look really good. It's gonna look like that when it's done. So this is set 70906, a retired set. Came out in 2016 apparently. And I got it way later than that. and for sale as well. And so that was fun to find this set for sale a while back. I don't think I got it. Actually, that's what I was trying to say. I don't think I got it while we lived in, I think we got it in when we were living abroad. So I think this thing traveled with us, and it's been sitting in a nice Ziploc bag for the longest time, waiting to be built. And what better time to build it up than now to share with you guys, and hopefully, you know, make this look more interesting. So this build will be pretty fun. Let's so Landon's room is back. Chris Vick says you can start your eBay Lego set. Go Lego Dad, go go go. I enjoy your live. I think I've been watching for 4 months now. Chris Vick, psh, yeah, you've been here for a while, Chris Vick. We'd have to backtrack all the live streams because you definitely caught us when my younger son was more on the live stream on a regular basis. So probably over the summer, I would say, right? Just at the tail end of summer when we're finishing up all those Lord of the Rings sets. Or gosh, what did I do? After that, we got into the modular builds. Was the Jazz Club? I'm trying to think. Just at the tail end when the school year started for him, might have been the Jazz Club. So we did all the, did some other sets in between. Let me look around here. What did we do? We did the Jazz Club. I did the Assembly Square. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Going back into the summer, other than, of course, the awesome Lord of the Rings sets. So somewhere around that time. John Powell says the bank was on sale for $119 plus an additional 10% off for buying the newsstand. Hey, that's kind of like the equivalent of doing a gift with purchase. That's kind of cool, John Powell. So was that directly, or no, you said it came from Amazon. So Amazon made that offer, or did Amazon make that offer because of Lumi Bricks? I'll have to check that out more. Hope your son gets back together with building with you, father-son time. Yeah, Chris Vick, he was here just last week, not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago. He was doing Rubik's Cube mostly, but he was on the live stream the whole time. So yeah, he'll come back periodically. Busy with school, busy with soccer, and just just doing his other obviously cool interest. Alexander is back. Psh, hey Alexander, I've seen you in a while. Alexander Stop Motion is here. He says, hi, I replayed Lego City Undercover. Very cool, Alexander, having fun with a different Lego theme there. Chris Vick says, if you remember, I keep saying, please don't pick up the Black Castle. Don't move it. Yes, you are the one, Chris Vick. You're the one concerned that I might knock over the Barrador. And thankfully, it is still secured on the shelf, looking pretty sweet next to the Rivendell set. So if you go back to our live stream about 2 weekends ago, we live streamed with that in the background. This is different room, different setting, but yeah, it's still up. And I gotta do something with this display back here. Maybe, I don't know, I say it, but like yesterday we were talking about getting shelves and making things a little more organized behind me there, and making space, you know, basically building up space upwards and having, you know, more Lego sets displayed in an organized way. The only thing with that is this table goes out pretty far. This is like, I would say it's about a 3-foot depth right here. So there's no way I'm gonna have another shelf. I bet some people have done or do that, like a shelf that's just as wide as the table. That would be like too cumbersome looking. But I know they make those, well, IKEA, I'm thinking. I know IKEA has those, I think they're called the Billy shelves. I think those are probably the furniture of choice when I see other people, other Lego YouTubers share their collection. I want to say those are the shelves that kind of end up being the main choice for displaying your Lego collection. Just because the shelves are, you know, not as deep as this table, but they're fairly, you know, they're deeper than a bookshelf would be. And so That's good. And then you can adjust the space between the shelves if you want them to be like higher up and everything. I think actually most have copied that IKEA design, but yeah, you can you know, have just maybe 4 shelves, or narrow it down to 3 and have a taller space at the bottom for taller Lego sets or whatever. But yeah, then you start to find out that you have a Lego museum in your house. Or I can simply rotate out what's here after a while and, you know, put some other stuff on display. So that makes me think, when you guys do put up your sets for display, do you have like a few sets, maybe like your UCS sets, like you, John Powell? Do you have some sets that are just out permanently? Those never get stored, broken down, and put in storage. Like for me, it would be Ninjago City. It would definitely be the 2 modulars that I built. It would definitely be Daily Bugle, but I think everything else behind me here, even the Sanctum Sanctorum, the older one, I think I wouldn't, you know, mind putting that into storage and having that kind of, since it's a little bit smaller of a set, having that one kind of out on a temporary basis. But yeah, like the bigger yeah, sets that are go well into the thousands of pieces count, those I would probably just leave out. Now, if it's out of convenience though, and they're taking up space, then yeah, I would put them away. But man, if I had a UCS set, if I had something like the Titanic or the Avengers Tower, those for sure would stay out. Those just seem like, I mean, you've already invested a lot of money into them. Number one, you invested a lot of time into building them. The sets look awesome. You know, it might not be something you'd put in your main living space, like where people come over and hang out, or are guests. But yeah, if you have a dedicated bedroom or office or something space, then yeah, those things are in positions of honor, I guess I'd say. Chris Vick says, cool, be right back. John Powell says, if you watch Amazon and wait, you can usually find good sales on the Lumi Bricks and other alternative sets. Yeah, I will have to check that out, because when you mentioned that deal where you could get a Lumi Brick set at a discount, and they offered buying one of the second sets for like 10% off or something like that, I haven't really noticed that with Amazon, but that to me sounds like the equivalent of you know, buying a Lego set with a gift insider point deal, or a gift with purchase if it's like a discount on a smaller secondary set. Are these Lego sets, or did you build them yourself? Says Braden. Hey Braden, these sets here belong to us, are myself and my kids. Yes, and we did build them. I didn't build all of them, but we've built quite a few of them together. This whole row of Harry Potter I built up in the live stream. So yeah, those I built up. So yeah, the whole channel is, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and saying hello in the chat. And leave a like. And if you are new and you want to talk Lego more often, then please subscribe and join the channel. Really appreciate that. But yeah, those are all sets we own. Those are all sets we own, Braden. Welcome, by the way. High fives to you if you're still here. John Powell says, honestly, this is the first time I've deconstructed sets. Everything I've built has been out. That's the problem. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's become a point where I think I would like to rotate out some. And definitely, some of them just, you know, they get dusty. You gotta like clean them off. And I am not good about that part, just because they look so cool, and then you kind of forget that if you look up closely, there's some dust. Blake says, nice collection. Thank you. Thank you, Blake. Well, thanks for being here. And yeah, this is a fun pastime, hobby, as you can see, therapeutic way of just hanging out, doing something that is enjoyable, literally constructive, and definitely fun to do as a family. So if you go back on our channel, you'll see our very first video of me and my kids when they were a lot younger, and we had a major haul. We had a major Lego haul. It was so fun. We collected Lego. You know, there's this, 2020 when it was that crazy spring and summer, where we all had to wear masks and everything. But we had been living overseas, and then we came back to the US to visit, and now we live in the US now permanently, but this was 6 years ago now. And I had started in earnest our Lego collection. So this is probably like 3 years into collecting Lego again. I got back into Lego in 2018, and then got the Ninjago City set. That was just something, and that opened the door to I don't know how else to say it, but Lego took over the idea of there's so much there. Why limit yourself? I don't even know if I thought this way. I was just I just got into Lego, and I liked looking at the sets. I liked building the sets, and then there were so many more sets to choose from. And so anyway, 3 years into it, the collection had started to grow, and I had ordered probably somewhere around 15. You can watch the video. There's probably 15, maybe 20, maybe 20, just sets, different sizes. There was the Lego Movie 2. There were a couple Lego Movie 2 sets in there. There was the Lego Space set in there. I'm trying to think. There was the first modular we got, the Parisian restaurant, in that whole collection. And I had ordered all these sets, had them shipped to my parents' house in the US. And then when we came here to visit one summer during that 2020 season of everyone has to stay, locked down basically. So you could travel places, but when you travel places, then you had to be quote on isolated for 2 weeks before you could go visit people. So, I don't know how well people followed the rules over here, but we went and we stayed at a friend's house, and then my mom and stepdad brought over all the sets I had ordered, and they're all boxed up. It was like Walmart boxes and Amazon boxes, probably a Lego box here and there. And it was like Christmas in July. We stacked them all up. We're gonna do a major haul unboxing, and it was so fun. My kids were all elementary school at the time or younger, and we just had a blast. We had 2 weeks. Talk about brick therapy. We had 2 weeks of just we couldn't go anywhere other than to buy groceries or something, and you had to stay isolated with Lego for 2 weeks. And as a family, oh my gosh, if there's any way that you could say that was a positive moment during that crazy season for everyone, that for sure helped. And so therefore, Brick Therapy, the channel, was born, or it was being born, and this became our logo. And we talked about Lego and how significant can become. I wouldn't say it's something that life depends on, but it for sure was, it adds to the memories of everything as a family. Let's see. I've taken apart over 40 Star Wars sets in the past week or so. John Powell, I think that's just as therapeutic because you're getting everything organized. I think that is something I need to do. Tommy Brick says, I bought a vacuum for my Legos. I know it sounds fun. I did too, Tommy. I did. It's one of those little handheld things. Actually, just watch the collection here. Don't go away. I'll show you what I got. So I got this vacuum here. And maybe Tommy, you got something like this. This is the one I got. It's on Amazon. Oh, it doesn't have the name of it. But I saw something like this marketed for Lego collection specifically, and it was, I think, like a $50 or $100 vacuum, and I thought there's got to be something more affordable. This was a $20 one, and so seems to work okay. There you go. And then it just basically, you can use it for your, you can clean your computer keyboard with it, but it's got that little brush here in the end, and I think this is good too. And it comes with like a little hand brush. You kind of like push off the dust and then this vacuums it up. And it's relatively easy to remove the filter and clean this all out. So I've used it on one set so far. I haven't, like, when I clean the bigger sets, like a Ninjago, the Ninjago City, like, or one of the, yeah, like the Daily Bugle, those giant sets where, you know, it's got the dust hanging from the top part and it kind of looks like cobwebs, then we'll see how good this thing works. But so far, we'll see how it works. It's done its job so far. Tommy says, works very nice. You will like one. Yes, Tommy, I've seen people do that. Seems to work well. Yeah. Oh, I've seen about that, the makeup brush too. Yeah, it's like a fine kind of soft brush to exactly get off all the dust, which is perfect because in between, you know, I've used those like Swiffer pads, you know, that you use to just dust off furniture with. But when the Lego gets in between the studs, like here, you can't wipe it off perfectly like going here. But you get those brush things and they can go through here. Or yeah, you get the vacuum and just get it all cleaned off. So yeah, and if, you know, dust makes you all kind of sneeze or whatever, then it's really good to get that stuff cleaned off. So all those things. John Powell says, yeah, Tommy, I've seen people do that. It seems to work well. Tommy says, well, no, oh my goodness. Justin says, use your old Toby in case you want to sell him. He's around 60 US dollars. Which one, Justin? Unused, he's worth more. I don't know what that one, are you looking at something that I have? Hey, Liam Brick, the bed is here. Hello, Brick Therapy. Baseball is here. Thanks for the likes, guys. We got 11 likes. Justin, Liam, awesome. Let's see. Sir Penguin is here. Welcome, Sir Penguin. So thanks, guys, for being here and saying hello in the chat. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to talk Lego on a regular basis. And we do regular videos too, but Sir Penguin, good question. Let's see, I would say we've got about probably 12 different themes. Like, so we got Marvel, we got Star Wars, we got Ninjago, Lego City, modulars, icons, ideas, Harry Potter, some other random themes like Monkey Kid, we got one or two of those, Lord of the Rings, and probably a few others, which obviously escape me right now. Oh, Lego Creator 3-in-1. So yeah, probably 12 themes that come to mind right away. Maybe more than that. Some themes kind of blended together. Like the modulars used to be Lego Creator Expert, and now they're all Lego Icons, right? Is that right? Or Lego Ideas? One of the two. So all adding, saying we got about between 10 sets, maybe 10 to 15 sets per theme. You do the math. Got some big sets too. So like Lord of the Rings, we have 3 sets with that one, but they're the big ones, like the Shire, Barad-dûr, Rivendell. I don't know, definitely over 100 sets, man. Definitely over 100 sets. You become a Lego creator or a Lego collector, not a Lego creator. That would be cool too. You tend to, I'd say there's some different phases, like guessing if you guys are the same, like there's some different phases where you just see anything, like when you get back into collecting, at least for me, it was like everything was amazing. I would look for deals on Lego in general, didn't matter the theme. And then whatever really caught my eye, like some of the Lego movie sets, the Lego Movie 1 sets or the Lego Movie 2 sets, not really thinking about kind of anything other than like how cool they are. And then you get a little more strategic in terms of like, okay, like how John Powell says, you run out of space, so how do I want to curate? That's a good word. How do I want to curate my collection? So then do I focus do I just focus on modulars and a particular theme I know I will want for a long term, you know, something I won't would consider reselling. So that's kind of the stage I'm at now. But there are some random themes that, you know, Fortnite, that's something I have no interest in, but that battle bus looks like such a great build. I would love to have that one. So it depends, but yeah, definitely stages. You get it back in Lego collecting, a lot of different random sets catch my eye, like Monkey Kid, a couple sets there caught my eye. But I'm not gonna collect Monkey Kid sets, but I really like the one that we got about 3 or 4 Christmases ago, and it was like a cargo ship with Monkey Kid characters on it, kind of like Ninjago, to be honest. Kind of looks like Ninjago City. That's another thing, Monkey Kid. So yeah, you go through that stage of like, I'm just getting sets, every set that looks cool I want. Then you like calm down, can't have them all, and then you focus on themes. And so now it's more like I would like just to have a UCS set, and maybe that this year that's all I will get is a UCS set. I say that though, not knowing what some other things will do, because Lego does a good job of keeping the Lego collectors, AFOLs, or whatever you want to call them, constantly interested in things. And so that's the hard part, because like the Minas Tirith set that might come out or will come out in June, I could see myself wanting to try and get that set and totally throw out the plans for getting a UCS set. Okay, so that's bag one. Starting to look like a Joker car, right? Starting to get the trademark purple there, a little bit of green. Okay, so that, and I like the leopard skin interior there. Joker's got definitely some kitschy looking style there. Pirate says, morning, I'm just stopping by to say hello again. Good night, because I have to work until 12:30 a.m. today, and the same thing Friday afternoon, 8 hours Saturday. Pirate, always stopping by. Pirate, when I see your posts, if you know of a band, old school band called Rush, one of their earlier songs was called The Working Man, and you should listen to that song, dude. That's how I think of you, dude. You're the working man in that song by Rush. It's a really good rock song. So that's a tribute to you, Pirate. Liam says, wish I picked up any spaceship. Yes, that's a good set from Lego Movie 1. I think they did another one, didn't they do for Lego Movie 2? I want to say they did 2 spaceship sets, but I think the original one was amazing. It was like a Lego Classic Space tribute set, and it was like the classic space build on steroids. I think that set was super detailed, and actually I'll just look up a picture because I can and see, let's see what I'm thinking of and what you guys are talking about, because this is the one I'm picturing. But yeah, it's kind of like the old, maybe like the old Galaxy Explorer from the Lego movie. But that's not a good picture of it. Is there a better picture of it? I don't know. Anyway, this might go. So this is kind of like Lego Classic Space, but definitely with some extras to it. But yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. That would be a fun build. Again, what can you do? Can you add all these things to your collection? Probably not. But definitely a fun theme, Liam. I like that one. Pirate, hello, Pirate. The working man. Baseball says, would you rather build a large set or many small sets combined? Well, in the case of live streaming baseball, it's kind of, I like to go between the two. So when I built the Jazz Club, that was a modular. That was super fun. So I thought, oh, I want to do that again. And then I built the Assembly Square, and that one became a little tedious. It was just an older way of organizing the sets. And then I'm like, I want to go into the small sets. The Harry Potter sets were kind of a nice in between, like 900 to 1,000 pieces type sets. A lot of cool design elements, like a modular set, but not, you know, a giant box full of thousands and thousands of pieces. but the modulars become super fun. Those kind of become sets where you want to maybe do part of it on a live stream and then some of it just on your own and just hang out and listen to music or listen to a movie. John Powell says, yeah, I don't play Fortnite, but I did get the bus. I knew it. See, there's just some builds, John Powell, that proves my point, because you are definitely a seasoned collector. So yeah, that set, it interests me a lot. I was hoping it would go on sale at some point, but I have not seen any deals on it yet. I was thinking maybe Walmart might put that on sale, but now that oh yeah, zebra skin. Did I say leopard skin, Tommy? Yeah, zebra for sure, black and white. But yeah, that pirate bust got me interested. There was, what was it? Not Dreams. What was the other theme that came out? They had a bust set also. The Hidden Side. I think it was called Hidden Side. That had a bust also, and I got that one. And that one, it was a yellow school bus, but that Hidden Side bus. All right, another set to look up. Let me see, Lego Hidden Side. I think that's the name of the theme. That one, yeah, this is the one. Anyways, this set, I think it's probably about the same size as the Fortnite bus. But, so when I saw this set, I didn't care about the Hidden Side theme, but that bus, this one here, really interested me. So I got that set, and that's what made me kind of interested in the Fortnite one, or still am. And the price range is totally different though. I think that one was nowhere near $100 like the Fortnite one. In fact, I think I got that set for like $20. So maybe it's a smaller build. Justin says, yep, I'm diversified enough. Let's see. Star Wars is now my focus after I get the HP Bank and the Towers pieces. Yeah, you gotta pick a theme, right? You kind of zero in on a few themes and just stay dedicated to that. Star Wars, I thought, you know, honestly, we open up bag 2 finally for the, talking about all these different sets, for the Joker set 70906, the Crazy Joker, notorious, what is it? Lowrider. Can't think of or remember the name of that one. But yeah, Star Wars was a theme I thought I might just totally avoid altogether. When I got back into Lego, after getting Ninjago City, I'm like, this is enough of a theme. And my younger son was into Nexo Knights. Those were kind of interesting, funky looking sets. But I thought, you know what, maybe we don't need to get into Star Wars because there's just too many sets. They're expensive. A lot of them are spaceships. At the time, I was thinking, you know, Star Wars isn't that interesting. It's just a bunch of ugly gray plated brick plate builds, spaceships and all that. And yeah, just not my thing. So I don't want it. But now it's like, oh yeah, gotta have the Star Wars sets. There's too many good ones. Uh-oh, this is a problem. Well, not a problem, but when you store Lego sets and you don't have the sticker sheet anymore. I'm sure it's around somewhere, but it wasn't in the bag. So, but I kind of want that sticker because it has a cool, like, Batman looking comic book theme to it. You know, it's like when they get into a fight, Joker and Batman get into a fight in the old TV show, and they're like, every time they punch each other, it says pow or bang. So anyways, that sticker, I have no idea if I can find that sticker sheet. There was a time when we were building Lego sets and we didn't bother to put any of the stickers on because my kids were too young and just didn't want to have the sets get all messed up. And the stickers were somewhat, I don't know, not that fun to put on with them when they're younger. But now I'm like, oh, that was part of the design. Well, maybe I could track down that sticker at some point if it's still in the box. I have no idea if I even have the box anymore. But anyway, Joker's holding this thing because he's got these crazy gadgets with him. And whoops. And whatever this thing, this is like an old Lego space. I don't know if it was a radar gun or something, but anyway, for Joker, it's he holds this flag out, and it's supposed to have a sticker that says bang on here, like the picture here. I wonder if I can ask Lego for the sticker sheet for this set. Probably not, because it's a retired set, but don't have that part. Bummer. All right, but we got Joker. That's more important. We got the, is that a cool looking minifig? Definitely looks like a crazy guy with a green hair and everything. Sometimes his hair is used as a cabbage plant or whatever in Ninjago, now that I think about it. So let's see here. Oh, getting behind. Liam says, my problem is like too many themes, and I like the girthy sets. Yeah, the big sets are always the main attraction, especially when there's tons of minifigures. Like the Avengers Tower would be one example for sure. Let's see. Oh man, I'm totally behind on the chat here. Let me catch up. Where am I? Although Tommy's keeping up for me here. Pirate says, thank you. I'm an 80s baby, and I was a teenager in the 90s. I was 20 years old when 9/11 happened. Wow, that's awesome, says Pirate. Yeah, Pirate, you probably heard of the band Rush. They've been around. They're still around, I think. Canadian band, actually. Let's see. My problem is I like the too many themes and the big set, says Liam. Justin says, still need some things like Malfoy Manor. I hate everything else. Let's see. Pirate says, wow, that's awesome. Justin says, I'm going to use Hogwarts for Naboo. Lots of laughs. Oh, that'd be kind of funny. Hogwarts Castle for Naboo. You got the color of the bricks. You could probably do it. Do a big mock of it. Little Bricks is here. Little L Bricks. Good to see you. Liam says, good day, little mate. Hello to everyone. Sir Penguin says, I've never played Fortnite, but I want the Dirt Burger because it looks so goofy. Yeah, that's a funny looking one for sure. That one's not too crazy a price either. The banana peel guy too is kind of fun looking with half peeled. Justin says, the Hidden Side Juicer. I have that one, he says. Pirate says, good night. Pirate, thanks for being here for a little bit. I thought you were just going to check in and you hung out for a little while. That's cool. Justin says, I should buy Jabba's sail barge first. There might be a race for Harry Potter also. Or there might be a race for Harry Potter. Yeah, I think the sail barge is supposed to retire. Alexandria! Good to see you here, Alexandria. I would, if I could, I would say yes, says Tommy. And got all the cool mods here. Liam says, sail barge is really good. What's the Harry Potter one? Yeah, which Harry Potter is that one? Liam saying hello to Alexandria. John Powell says, Justin, I've got the sail barge. Love that set since it's from the original movies. And I need to take a look at that one also. The minifigure collection that comes with that one might be pretty sweet. Justin says, Mos Eisley will look better, except I'm not impressed with the speeder it goes with. Yeah, that one would be, Mos Eisley would be a fun build. I was kind of disappointed in Lego doing that Rebel base, the one that was like, I don't know, 120 bucks or so. It seemed like it had potential, but at the same time, it looked kind of like a glorified, like more of a 4+ set. I think somebody actually described it that way. It looked more like a glorified little kid set. But it was like one of those, Star Wars doesn't, to me, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, Star Wars to me doesn't really have many builds, like building builds, like they had Darth Vader's castle. I guess the Betrayal at Cloud City might be considered more of just like a regular build. So I think that's maybe why I appreciate more the UCS Death Star, because it's like a giant structure. It's not another ship, but of course, it does belong out in space. It's not a building structure. However, I just think that's one of those fun aspects of Star Wars that they could add more to. So that Rebel base seems like they could have done another build or do more builds. Star Wars could do more builds like that versus all the ships. And I don't know. I don't know what all the if they did structures, what they could do. Someone mentioned, they could do the Jedi Temple. That would be probably pretty amazing, and I think would probably sell out instantly whenever it gets released or announced, or if something like that gets released and announced. So yeah, I don't know, just something with Star Wars and doing more of those type of things. That would be fun to see. But yeah, when I was collecting Lego, just thought I would steer clear of Star Wars because to me it just seemed like too many ships, and they all kind of have the same look to them and just a bunch of gray plates and pieces. I didn't think it was that fun to do that many builds. But now, having gotten a few Star Wars sets, actually what changed my mind on all that was when they came out with the white Millennium Falcon, the one from the Han Solo movie. Then that one, had a different color to it. It was the R2-D2 design with the white, mostly white frame and blue trim, and it's the Millennium Falcon, which is a totally different looking ship. That one looked really good. So then then eventually got more into the Star Wars theme itself and liked more of what we saw after that. And when they do, like, my son was trying to build up his clone army, buying all those battle packs was fun as well. Getting some more of the AT-TE tanks or whatever. But having said all that, still want a Star Wars UCS set. The Rebel base looks better in person, but overpriced, close to $180. Yeah, that was the one, John Powell. That was the one. Liam says, I've got Mos Eisley. I haven't built it yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. This one here. I have it. I keep on overlooking it. This was a build. So, yeah, more of these things, right? More of these things versus a bunch of ships. I don't know what's in Star Wars canon that they could do, but yeah, that, or the base that was on wherever the Ewoks were. Or was it a Rebel base? Or maybe it was maybe it belonged to the Imperial side. Let's see. Yeah, the Rebel base, definitely half price, I would say, would be something, but it's retired now. And definitely not going to look into getting in that one. But it does come with some, kind of, I think it's one-sided. A lot of Star Wars sets are more Stormtrooper heavy than anything. Justin says, it keeps falling apart. We'll need some modifications. Ah, okay. Alexandria says, you're so lucky, Liam. The best one, Tommy says, is the Ewok Village. The figures and the build was great. Oh, Tommy, that is a good one. That one is highly valuable, I think now. Very popular set. Star Wars needs a Dex's Diner. There we go. Yeah, some structures, not just ships. Gotta bend the brown tube better or something. It's got a lot of force behind it. Yeah, there's some... When I got the Sarlacc pit one, you have to, maybe that's the one you're talking about. There's some part of the build that just doesn't work very well. I took it off because the thing would just snap right off. Didn't like that. So yeah, definitely more Star Wars builds and sets that are not spaceship related, please, Lego, if you don't mind. Or bring back the Darth Vader castle. I didn't like that one at first, but now I would appreciate it for sure. That was in our list of 10 sets we missed out on, didn't get. Thought about it several times. I was, or maybe they are. I don't know if they're doing a Sandcrawler one. That would be a fun one to have. I thought about that one. I thought about the previous one. I think that retired in like 2018 or 2019. And it looked interesting. It was always the price. It was always the price, though. Star Wars set prices to me, they were, they don't set well most of the time. So, but of course now, that was probably seemed cheap if I looked at the prices back then. Yeah, Tommy, like your Ewok Village, says John Powell. The brown and back then were good, not now. Brown Lego pieces, yes, they break. Alexander says, I think they're, but I heard a rumor that it's really going to be expensive. Oh, which one are you talking about, Alexander? I didn't catch that one. They are remaking a new one. Oh, okay, a new Ewok Village. Yes, I've seen that rumor as well. As long as they don't put smart bricks in it. Oh my gosh, for sure. The desert skiff keeps falling apart, says Justin. Yes, I think that is the one I was referring to as well. Or no, maybe, I think actually that does come with the desert skiff and Sarlacc pit. Yeah. No smart bricks. Yes, ixnay on the smart bricks, guys, for sure. The new Ewok Village probably won't be as good as the one you have, Tommy. And I'm getting it and building it, says Tommy. Haha. Tommy's inspired. We gotta go. We gotta transition to Star Wars again. I brought up Star Wars, and how can you not avoid Star Wars, man? Star Wars is good to go. UCS sets. I want to add one to the collection, but I don't want to feel, obviously feel pressured into, it's got to be a fun buy. The whole experience has got to be fun. I want to relive, which may never happen. I want to relive getting the Ninjago City. That set but that set was so choice. Getting that set, oh my gosh, getting it new, so fun. I want to experience that with a UCS set. I go back and forth with the UCS Millennium Falcon. It seems like a fun build or a fun set. The build sounds maybe not that great. I think John Powell said it's not the best experience of a build. And then I take a look again at the UCS Death Star. I know there's some smaller Star Wars UCS sets. Maybe the sail barge is another way to go. Now that you mentioned that one, John Powell, that's another one that I gotta look at the minifig collection that comes with that set, because that might be a huge selling point. And it does pair off with the Sarlacc pit and desert skiff set. So you kind of have a complementary set already, or I do. I mean, I already have a complementary set with that, since I have the smaller set there, and that one I got on sale. That was cool. Who knows? Maybe that maybe the Jabba's barge will go on sale in some way. Although I guess I doubt that too, because Lego is becoming nothing if not more and more popular, and when they're charging higher prices, why would they discount something? So what in the world? Got to figure that one out. Let's see. Okay. All right, building the exhaust pipes for Joker's limo here. Very cool, like gold plated. I don't know. Can't say chrome, but gold plated exhaust pipes here for the purple lowrider car. Joker, if anything, travels in this nice eccentric style, that's for sure. All right, where do these things go? Kind of like the old fire engine I had back in the day. They attach on the side and curve inward. So this is a fun build. I hope I can track down that sticker sheet. I have no idea. I thought I would have put it within the, there we go. Thought I would have put it within the instruction booklet pages. I know when I rebag these things, I'm pretty focused on getting everything in there. And sometimes the sticker sheets are so small though. They're like maybe two stickers and that's it. And it might have fallen out in all the moving we did. It might have just fallen out somewhere, or I didn't notice it when I unboxed it because I was trying to pack up everything. Darn it. Oh, well, not a big deal. Not gonna try and resell this set for like a profit or anything. If I ever do get rid of it, but don't want to get rid of this set. This is a pretty sweet set. I know maybe some of you guys, I have not resold any Lego. I like all the sets. That's the thing. I like all the sets. John Powell says, I've got the Desert Skiff and Starlight Pit from 2012. Ooh, I wonder how that one compares. I like the one that came out just last year because of the old school Boba Fett and Lando. Lando's in that one. Lando's a cool fig, and he's got his bounty hunter outfit in that one. Tommy says, I hope I can stream it. John Powell says, to me, the Sail Barge is a top 5 set. Okay, John Powell, you are selling me on that one as well. I need to look that up. I want to see the minifigure lineup for that one. Lego, Jabba's Sail Barge. All right, what do we got here? And this one retires, right? I think this one retires this year. Is it a $500 set? I thought it was less than that. Dude. Okay, so for this one, oh yeah, you get the full band. You get Jabba's nightclub band. Or plus you get Jabba. So, oh, you get, looks like you get Princess Leia. You get the bikini Princess Leia. So it's a cool assortment of figs in this one, and Jabba, of course. So, and maybe, is it Lando in this one too? Or it's just his bounty hunter crew. It's got one of his bodyguards, I forget what those are called, the elephant keyboard guy. So it's definitely got a funky lineup of minifigures. Plus, it looks like when they relegated R2-D2 to being a cocktail waiter, cocktail waitress, or however you want to describe it, cocktail waiter droid thing. So, but yeah, $500 for that one. I don't know. I know I looked it up when we talked about it several months ago when we were talking about other sets, and I looked it up and I saw it on BrickLink. Somebody was selling it. It must have been an incomplete set, but I read the description. No, I think it was a complete set, but they were selling for like half that price. So I don't know what was wrong with it, but I noticed after I found that set on BrickLink, it promptly disappeared. So either the person sold it right away because the price was too good to pass up, or he had to describe what he was selling there. Maybe it wasn't exactly a full set, a full complete set for that price. Because I want to say it was like $280 or something. It was some crazy amount. I think I'm missing something here. Did I skip? Oh, I did. Ha. Like, that doesn't look right. Those purple plates are leaving too big a gap on here. I need my other light on here. I forgot to turn on my other light to illuminate the table better. All right, there we go. Gotta get the car. I love this purple. Usually don't like purple as a color, but on this set, this looks, it's so fun. With the green, the contrast, and Joker, why not, man? He's got out. This is, dare I say, just as fun, maybe even a little bit better than some of the Batmobiles, just because the color contrast is so crazy. But yeah, I don't know do they have I think they have another one out, but I don't know, just a random memory of different themes coming to mind right now. So Lando and Boba Fett are in this set from 2020 or from 2012. Oh, that's the Sarlacc one, I think, right? Romy Bricks. Psh, hey, Romy Bricks. I just bought a home, or I just brought home, I think, maybe. Either way, I just brought home a fake Lego set for Minecraft, 839 piece count with 7 minifigures offered at 3,000 rupees, which is approximately $35. Romy Bricks doing the Minecraft build. It's huge, yeah. 839 pieces. That'd be like This one's 900 pieces, the Statue of Liberty head, so something about that size. John Powell says Lando and Boba Fett are in the 2012 set. That's definitely highly valued minifigures, I would say by now. Look up the old sail barge and the new sail barge. Okay, I will do so, Tommy says. Look up the old one. So what year would that be? What would be, oh, maybe set, oh my gosh, there's all kinds. I don't know which one to look up, Tommy. Maybe set 75020? Oh, that one's interesting. That one's an 850 piece set. It's got Java. Ooh, it's got a poster inside. So this one is now you can get this set. Whoops. You can get this set for, is this the old one? Definitely looks like a sail barge. I think the UCS set one definitely looks good. But this one, yeah, that one's definitely smaller. It's got an interior to it though. Let me see. That's kind of a fun angle. Definitely looks like almost looks like a prototype, like real sailing ship. So this is the older one. This one must have been out around that same time, 2012. Ooh, and it's got a desert skiff, right? So these must have come together. You got old Jabba and Princess Leia in there, and Lando. Yeah. Good stuff. When was the Ewok Village out, Tommy? When did you get that one? Because that's like, it's kind of like Ninjago City or the Apocalypseburg. You want those sets used, you're paying top dollar also for that. Oh man, now they're rubbing it in. Now I totally need that sticker sheet because there's a license plate sticker that says Joker on it, and it looks really good. I don't know if I'll be able, I bet I could look on BrickLink and see if I could get the sticker sheet for this. I don't know. I've never really just ordered a sticker sheet though. That doesn't sound like fun. I gotta see if I have this. I'll have to look at the bag I packed this in. Maybe it's mixed in with another DC set. This is the problem when we moved. I definitely packed things together with each theme, I thought, pretty consistently. So maybe it's in like our Sterilite case with the other. That is a huge back fender. But yeah, it's supposed to say Joker right here. That definitely needs to be on that build part there. So, but it looks good. And we'll put Joker in his place there. All right. I think I'm gonna stop here, guys. It's been so fun having a conversation though. Yeah, Alexander, I just bought the Pit too. Romy Brick says the Minecraft set he got from was a Chinese manufacturer build. So there we go. Tommy Brick says, look up the old sail barge. All right, so I will put off the excitement for tomorrow and reveal what did I order from Amazon? Which other 2026 set is in here? Until tomorrow, my friends, until tomorrow. Sorry, gotta keep going. 2013 is when you got the Ewok Village. Ah, okay, Tommy. So everyone have a good evening. Thanks for the 16 likes. And if you're new, thanks for being here on the channel tonight, leaving a like, and welcome everyone. Have a good rest of your Wednesday or start your Thursday.